Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and I'd like to welcome you to today's training. Today, we're going to be going over a four-part guide to successful digital publishing for profit in 2019. All right. Now, before we get into this four-part guide, I do want to do a brief little intro and overview for you. So a small introduction for me. First and foremost, I want to congratulate you on taking the time to be interested in digital publishing. It is extremely lucrative and a great way to start making money online. I believe it is the absolute best way to jumpstart any new online business. Even if you just want to earn some extra money and don't really want to start a full-blown business, this is an excellent and proven way to do it. The last thing I would want to say before we get into this guide is that over the past couple of years, I've developed a system that consistently generates between 300 and 700 units sold for me. The following guide is based off of that system. So you're in good hands, and we're going to be doing this in 4 parts. Let's go ahead and move into part 1. Create the product. All right, we have 6 steps in part 1, and let's go ahead and move into step 1. Okay. Step 1, research. When it comes to research, your first job is to get your finger on the pulse of your market. I will visit 2 or 3 major forums in my niche, and I'll start writing down topics that I see people talking about that appear to be popular. I'll keep track of how many times those same subjects come up. Then I'll move over to Facebook and find about 5 or 6 Facebook groups in my niche. I'll join those groups and I'll do the same thing that I did with the forums. I want to get a feel for what people are talking about, what people are interested in, and especially what kind of problems they're having in my niche. Some other places that I will check are the comment sections of popular blog posts on very well-read blogs in my niche and popular YouTube video comment sections in my niche. Ideally, you should be walking away from this research with about 20 product ideas. You don't need full-blown titles and angles on these ideas. You just need the basic idea of what the product could be, and more specifically, what problem it would solve. This whole research phase can be done in 1 day. Take as long as you need, but be mindful of your time. Money loves speed. Remember, the best way to find success is to keep your projects moving forward. Get this done, and then move on to step 2. Step 2. Product idea, angle, and a name. Now that you have about 20 product ideas, let's go over to Warrior Plus. That's warriorplus.com, and see if we can find similar products for sale on the platform. Our goal is to find out if anyone else has seen success selling these kinds of products, solving these particular problems. I want you to record how many products that you're seeing or on Warrior Plus within the last 3 months for each of your 20 ideas. Keep track of how many units those products sold. Now you should have a list of 20 product ideas, and you should also have a good visual idea of which ones have seen the most success in the marketplace. What we're doing here is risk management. By using a product idea that we know people have interest in and that we know has already seen success in the past, we reduce our risk of failing on the launch and increase our chance of profitability. Next, I want you to go ahead and pick one of the ideas to be the basis of your product. Clearly, it's smart to choose a product idea that has seen lots of success on Warrior Plus in the last 3 months. However, you also need to pick something that is exciting to you and that you're interested in. If you literally do not care about it, then it's not a good product idea for you. Okay, now you should have a product idea, but you still need an angle. The angle is extremely important. If you get this wrong, your launch will not go well. Now, I'm not saying you can't salvage it, but you'll make your life a lot easier if you get the angle right. Good angles come in 2 forms. They either offer a new solution to a problem or they offer no-brainer value. A new solution to a problem would be something like an under-the-radar traffic method that not that many people are familiar with. Another example would be a system that you develop to solve a problem. Now, that system may use several different aspects of other systems that people might even be familiar with. However, you put those aspects together in a way that forms something new. That would be an example of an under the radar. That would be an example of a new solution, right? So, an offer that provides no-brainer value would be something like a 365 email autoresponder sequence that would basically give them an entire year's worth of emails. Something like that offered at a really good price and a specific niche is going to attract people. It offers done for you content and has great price, which is going to save people a lot of time. Anytime you start stacking content, you can create a no-brainer offer. That content could be audio, video, or written. It could be templates, slideshows, infographics, memes, etc. The question is, how much do you need to stack before it becomes extremely no-brainer for your market? That's going to be a little bit different depending on what you're offering and on your market. It's important that when you're coming up with this product idea and angle, that you don't limit yourself based on your experience. Experience can be outsourced in the form of interviews. And what I mean by that is you can interview people with experience. Those interviews then become your product. What's important in step 2 is that you come up with a good product idea and angle that excites you. If it excites you, you're moving in the right direction, and it will probably excite your market as well. Now that you have an angle on it, let's come up with a title for the product. A simple rule for the title is this: hit them in the mouth with your title, tell them why you did it with the subtitle. By that, I mean get their attention with the title and explain what the product is about with the subtitle. Examples of this are Cloud Money, a white trash guide to creating wealth on the internet. Free Funnels, how to do everything the big marketers do but for free. Crash the Party, 120 hacks to building an audience and making money on YouTube. Now, if you notice, in all those instances, the title's main purpose is to grab attention, because it lets the subtitle handle the heavy lifting of explaining the product. If you spend longer than a day or two on step 2, you're taking too much time. You're messing around too much and dragging your feet. It's time to make some boss decisions. Go ahead and finalize this product idea, angle, and title, and let's move on to step 3. Step 3. Create product, point-to-point and PDF-based style. Okay, now that you have your product idea and angle, I want to give you 2 different styles of products that come together very quickly. One of them is for no-brainer offers, and the other one is for unique angles. Let's talk about the no-brainer offer first. When I'm going to stack a bunch of value and create a no-brainer offer, I like to use something I call the PDF-based style product. What I mean is that I can upload whatever content that I want to stack into my product to wherever I need to upload it to. But then I'll have this PDF that links to everything. For example, let's say that I wanted to create a no-brainer offer that will have 50 videos about internet marketing. I want to give my customers PLR rights on all those videos. Also, I want to rip the audio from those videos and give my customers the audio files as well. In addition to that, I have my mind map and outline for each video, and I want to give those to my customers also. So what I can do is upload the videos to YouTube as unlisted videos. I can upload the audio files, the PLR license, and the other documentation to my Google Drive account. Now I can easily get URL links to every single resource that I want to give my customers. The next step is to create a simple Word document that would act as my PDF-based product. It would have the name of my product on it, the cover image, any kind of branding that I would like to do, links to an introduction video, whatever I want to put. But then I'm going to have links to all the videos I want to give them. I'm going to have a very specific instruction on how they can download those unlisted YouTube videos. I'm going to have links to the audio files and the documentation, and then I'm going to have a link to the PLR license. And all that's going to be right there on that PDF file. In this way, I am providing a vast amount of information and stacking content in various forms all in one convenient place. This simple PDF document is what they will get when they buy the product. Okay, So how do you create a product quickly that is supposed to be a training product? This would be something that would offer a unique solution to a problem. One of my favorite ways to do this is with product style that I like to call the point-to-point. When you create point-to-point product, what you do is grab your favorite mind map generating software and go ahead and open up a new mind map. The one I like to use is called MindMup. That's at mindmup.com. So with this mind map, you're going to have your first bubble, which will be the name of your product. Coming off of that first bubble, you're going to have a before we get started bubble, your main training bubbles, and wrapping up bubble. Here's what I usually put coming off of each bubble. A, before we get started bubble, about me, course overview, support. B, main training, and that's all the little steps of your main training, part 1, part 2, part 3. And then C, I'm going to have wrapping up, and that's going to include a course summary, which is pretty much the same as your overview. Your recommended resources, that's a great place to pitch related courses you have created. And then a thanks for investing and support email, right? Where you leave your support email, let them know they can contact you if they have any problems. So that's what's in the bubbles, and that's what they're going to look like. Generally, I have a bubble for each part or chapter of the main training. And these one problem, one solution style products, try not to have more than 10 parts in your main training, or it's going to get a little overwhelming for people. Next, you want to use a simple video recording resource like Screencast-O-Matic, that's free. And go ahead and narrate videos while you're screen capturing your mind map. I usually make one video for the before we get started bubble and cover those 3 little subpoints in that video. After that, I'll do one video for each part of my main training. Then I'll do one video for my wrapping up bubble. As a general rule, it's nice if you can keep these videos at 15 minutes or less. If you can bang a product like this out in about 2 hours, right? Or an hour even. I've even done it in as little time as an hour. It will come together extremely fast and offer a lot of value for your customers. This kind of product also has the benefit of allowing you to rip the audio and give it to your customers for an audiobook version. In addition to that, you can also give them the mind map for added value. These two kinds of products, the point-to-point and the PDF-based style alone, these two kinds of products alone have been responsible for me making thousands of dollars on the internet, and they can do the same thing for you. There is a power and simplicity that is very easy to overlook. The truth is, as human beings, we are obsessed with perfection and fascinated by the things which we do not quite understand. However, I have found that I do the best when I don't worry about being perfect, but just putting out good value that is communicated well and helps my customers move forward. Also, I have found I move much quicker when I keep things simple and deal with things I understand. Okay, now that you have a product created, let's move on to step 4. Step 4, map out the sales funnel. Figuring out what the sales funnel is going to look like for your product can be a little intimidating, and I get that. But the fact is, it's not really that hard once you understand how to do it. Also, keep in mind, the deeper your sales funnel is, the more money you're probably going to make. So when it comes to sales funnels, I want you to remember 2 important rules. Rule number 1, for maximum efficiency, all products in the funnel must build upon or amplify what the front-end product provides. Rule number 2, we are selling benefit, not just content. I want you to look at this simple example sales funnel. Front-end product, video trainings for $10. OTO1, case study videos, $27. OTO2, PLR on video trainings, $47. OTO3, 3-day masterclass, $197. DS1, replays only on masterclass, $97. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that OTO stands for one-time offer and DS stands for downsell. But more importantly, I want you to notice that the information has not changed in the sales funnel. We have our front-end offer, which is video training, and then we have our first upsell, which is a case study video. So in the front end, we taught them the information, but in the upsell, we showed us doing it. And on OTO2, we changed the access that they get to the front-end product. We gave them PLR rights in OTO2. Originally, they had personal use rights on the training, but when they buy OTO2, they gain the rights to sell the product. So to create this extra product for our funnel, all we had to do was change the access on the front-end product. On OTO3, we changed the access again and offer them the ability to buy a class where they can have interaction with you, the creator of the product. So what we've done here is we've changed the access to the creator. Instead of just listening to us on the front end product, now they're going to talk with us at the masterclass. And then finally on DS1, we offer replay on OTO3. For those that are not quite ready to spend the money on OTO3, but are still curious and would like to see the replays on that masterclass. It's important to note here that with all these funnel products, we have changed the access of the original front end product information. We didn't add extra products that would make people feel like they were buying into another idea that complemented the main product. Instead, we added things to the funnel that would amplify the information in the front end product. Now that you understand how to create a good funnel for your digital products, I recommend using a simple free tool like Funnelytics to map out the sales funnel. That's at funnelytics.io, by the way. Just go to Google and type in Funnelytics and you'll find it. Again, this job of mapping out a sales funnel shouldn't take you longer than a couple of hours tops. You should not assign more than a single morning to this job. Remember, money loves speed. Now, don't get down on yourself if you're taking longer to do this stuff than what I'm recommending. I want to give you timetables on each of these steps because I want you to have a benchmark to work towards. The fact of the matter is, if we don't keep our projects moving forward, we don't make money. So do the best that you can. Don't make excuses for yourself. And remember, even the most legitimate reasons you have for not getting something done will have to be overcome if you want to succeed. Let's move on to the next step. Step 5, create the sales funnel products. Step 5 is pretty simple, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time on it. You now need to go ahead and create those products that you just mapped out. On all of these products, I recommend using a simple PDF-based product creation method. With that document, you can link out to any resources you want to provide to your customers, whether that be webinars for masterclasses or additional case study videos, PLR licenses, or anything else that you want to offer in the funnel. When we were talking about products that are mere benefits that amplify the value of the front-end offer, they come together very quickly. You should spend no more than 1 or 2 days putting your funnel products together. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to step 6, which will be the final step in part 1 of our guide. Step 6, set a tentative launch date for a 4-day launch. Okay, now that you have your funnel products created, it's time to set a tentative launch date for your product launch. Keep in mind, we still need about a week to create the packaging for this thing. And of course, that depends on your experience level and how much time you have to dedicate to the project. Also keep in mind that you absolutely need to dedicate at least 2 weeks to just affiliate recruitment. So if you want to be on the safe side, just give yourself 3 weeks to a month from where you are at this point. That's 7 days to finish up the packaging on this product and 2 whole weeks just to focus on affiliate recruitment. That wraps up part 1 of our 4-part guide to successful digital publishing for profit in 2019. Stay tuned because we're going to be getting into part 2 of this guide and the ever important topic of packaging and pre-launch marketing. Let's move on to part 2. Actually, guys, excuse me, I'm going to end this video here and we're going to get into part 2, packaging product, and the second video of this series. I'll see you guys in the next video.